Hi, and I'm Denise.
And welcome back to another edition of Urban Lifestyles. We've got a great show today. Why is it great? Because we're eating.
Yes, and it's good food.
You're correct. And tell them where we're located.
We are at 612 South 5th Street, and it's closer to 5th and Chestnut, but of course 5th Street is one way, so you want to come off of Broadway down 5th. And it's closer to Chestnut Street, and the name of the restaurant?
It's called Chef's Shack Kitchen, and it is great food. And again, just happy to be here.
Yeah, because I was just having to talk to a customer that left, so I was teasing him. I said, wow, you look really satisfied. He said, oh, extremely. And he said he had the Louisville Thunder fries,
yes,
and he had burgers, and he said, oh, I'll be back. And then another customer here was here and talking about how incredible the fish is, and he came back again, and I just keep hearing all these wonderful things. People are coming and coming. You have to come.
And I see you're sampling the fish, and I've got the Nashville hot chicken, but we're actually going to be sampling them both. So I'm looking forward to that. Some of the things we're going to be talking about today is a segment we did back to school with LG&E. Also did a segment with AARP awarding a neighborhood group $50,000. And we've got a lot more. So we'll be right back after this.
We are mothers,
fathers,
neighbors, and friends.
Working hard when the weather is good,
and even harder when it's not.
With online updates to keep you safe and informed during a storm.
Programs to save you energy and money.
And new projects to help us provide cleaner, more reliable energy.
We're more than an energy company.
We are LG&E.
We're LG&E.
We are LG&E.
Our energies go to serving you.
So Denise, the first segment we did was one that's back to school with LG&E. So tell us about that.
I love that because LG&E is a big, I would say, supporter of the community. And when it comes to providing backpacks for children who need it, LG is always there to step up. And let's just take a look. Oh, it's that time of year again, and I'm excited, and I'm here for another segment with LG&E, and I am here with Miss Natasha Collins. Natasha, welcome back once again.
Great to be back on Urban Lifestyles.
I love this because it's for back to school, and it's one of the, I'm going to call it a community outreach initiative that LG&E participates in every year and why it's so needed. And let's just talk about this initiative, this project that you all do.
Absolutely. Well, this is our Operation School Drive. So this is the 21st year for this back to school event that we do, thanks to our employees who really love it and really rally around it each year. So ultimately this year we have about 3,500 bags of supplies that are just like this one that we'll be distributing. And through our community agencies and partnerships with agencies like the Association of Community Ministries, Feed the City, and the Lord's Kitchen, they'll be helping to distribute these bags of supplies to the students and families that need them. We'll also make them available in Jefferson County Public School resource offices for the schools that we serve. And we're just excited to help students get ready so that they can focus on their education.
I love it because it gives a child, I would say, in an underserved area or lifestyle, a chance that gives them an edge to be prepared to get their education on board, because people don't realize it when you don't have to get the contents that fill in these book bags. It takes it a long way. Talk about a little bit about the contents.
Sure. Well, we've got a lot of different kinds of supplies. We've got notebooks, markers, tissues, highlighters, pens, pencils, sanitizer, and then the reusable bag itself. This year, we're also going to be partnering with some of the schools, at least a handful, to make our new children's book, Levi the Lamb's Big Day, available, which is really just an initiative that we put together so that we could show sustainability, introduce sustainability to kids, and make it something that is fun for them to start learning about, because they're impressionable, right? And so wanting to make sure that they can just start to understand how to take care of the planet and get excited about it.
And what I like about the book, when I read, the notes when we preview about the segment, I love it that, first of all, LG&E is doing this, and what the little storyline is about in the book. And can you just mention that a little bit? Because this book is not just another book. This book is great. As you said, it helps the kids to learn.
Sure. Well, I hate to give away the ending, so I'm going to try not to do that. But ultimately, Levi the Lamb finds out that he's going to be helping the planet. He's going to be right here in Kentucky helping the planet, but he doesn't know how. So he goes around to all of his friends to try to figure out how, and then ultimately at the end, we learn how, and then those who read it also learn how they can help the planet as well. So it's really fun, and the connection is that we do have sheep at our E.W. Brown solar facility in Mercer County. So this is just one of the ways that we kind of introduce that. The sheep help us to do some things at our solar farm there. And again, I'm not going to give away the ending, but Levi is helping the planet, and that sustainability and really kind of thinking about that sustainability is something that's important to us, and it's important to our next generations as well.
Exactly. They also, the thing about LG&E and you all are being invested in the community is, like you said, the employees who volunteer their times, because putting together these book bags and the assembly line and everything that goes into it is like you give in some of the best gifts because you all are giving of yourself.
Yeah, this is volunteer time. Our employees come and they help to put together the backpacks. They help to get them to the agencies that will distribute them. And so, sometimes when folks think about the work that we do, they don't always remember that our employees also live in the same communities that we serve. And so they are vested in our communities and wanting to see them succeed just as much as anyone else. And so that's why they get excited for this initiative. It's one of the ways that we can all be involved in helping to empower our young people. And as a company, it's something that we view as important in terms of empowering education for our young people, but it's something that our employees themselves make a priority in their own lives, and that's why they're involved each year.
Absolutely. Is it anything else you would like to share with our community in regards to this initiative and why it is so important?
Yeah, I think just what we were just talking about in terms of, yes, our first priority is providing safe, reliable energy service for our customers, making sure that we're taking care of our most vulnerable customers, but we also know what our responsibility is in terms of being a major employer and a major force within the communities we serve, and we see part of that responsibility as empowering communities. So we do that in a lot of different ways by supporting the environment, by supporting, again, our most vulnerable customers, our agencies, by supporting economic development, but we also support education. And so when we can partner with the nonprofits and the community agencies that make these supplies available to the families that need them, that's one of the ways that we can empower our young people so that they don't have to worry about where the supplies are going to come from. They're going to have what they need to start school, and we just want them to focus on taking in the information, interacting with their friends, interacting with their teachers, and really just having a good time, because when we can see them thriving in that way, then we know that we're succeeding in trying to build them up and empower them for the next generation and everything that they'll be getting into.
Okay, as you heard it here, I'm so glad we got to share this initiative, one of my faves, as I mentioned, because LG&E, you all are here to serve our community. Energy matters. It's central for us, but also as you all peel back the layers, there's so much more that you do for the community. Thank you, Natasha, and stay tuned because we'll be back with more.
Louisville was good. B96.5. Your man Nick Cannon is in the building, and we taking over. We gonna be wilding every morning. About to have some fun, y'all. Let's go up. Press another move.
Lock it in to the Nick Cannon Morning Show, 6 to 10 on B96.5.
Cycling is more than just getting from one place to another. It's healthy, social, good for the environment, and anyone can do it. We at Middletown love cycling and really love helping others discover a new passion. Stop in today and let our friendly, knowledgeable staff help you get started. We cater to beginners as well as experienced cyclists. We're a local business that cares about our community because we are a part of the community. Come in today and get on a bicycle that fits your needs and improve your lifestyle.
Another AARP segment to bring to you today, and I'm so delighted because I am here at the Molo Village, and you all, some of you may know, others may not, about Molo Village, but I want to introduce you to a very important person, Dr. Ferguson, president of Molo Village, and other things to go with it. But Dr. Ferguson, welcome to Urban Lifestyle.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We're excited that you're here at the Village of West Jefferson, which is an economic development project that was developed and built by Molo Village. And it's part of our opportunity to bring resources into the Russell community. we are a community that is disadvantaged and a community that lacked economic development for over 50 years. And so this development here was the first new building on Jefferson Street in almost 50 years. And we're just excited because it has all types of resources here that our community needs.
So touch on about the interesting name of Molo and how that came to be.
Molo Village, Molo means in the Xhosa South African dialect, welcome home. And when I was in South Africa in 2009, I had a woman that I went to visit, and she said, Molo, Mama, Molo. And I found that later that meant welcome home. And that stuck with me because we want people in our neighborhood to understand that for us, this is God's house. It's an extension of God's house, and you're welcome here. You're welcome to come and to use the resources so that you can begin a life of prosperity. And when we say that, we're not just talking about economic prosperity. We're talking about mental, physical prosperity, and emotional as well.
So that brings me into the funds that you all received from AARP. Let's talk about that.
Yes, we were fortunate enough to be a winner of the AARP Purpose Prize Award. We were one of 5 businesses that received this honor. And with AARP, we know that there are 38 million members in this organization. So to be a part of this platform brings a lot of recognition to Molo Village, but we also hope that it will bring some resources, more resources into our community so that we can do the good work that we're doing.
So does that mean with it coming from the gifting from AARP, would you all be designating it more towards the AARP age group, or would it be more expansive?
Well, we are an organization that applies a holistic approach to dealing with the family. And so while AARP deals with seniors, we cover the whole spectrum of the family. So we have after-school programming for children. We have reentry program for those who are returning citizens because we want them to have an opportunity to come back into our community to be valuable citizens. We have programming for seniors as well because we know that they suffer from isolation and a lack of security, so they can come here and exercise and participate and play bingo and all of those type of things. But we also want to provide resources regarding health care. And so we have Norton's Healthcare Institute here where we partner and help to do referrals for people that need health care. We are people that suffer from the lack of health care, high diabetes and blood pressure and all of those things. And those don't just affect seniors, they affect the entire family. So we say that we apply a holistic approach to dealing with the family, because if you don't, then one area of the family suffers while another is getting well. So we want to look at the entire family and make sure that we are addressing the needs. Now, we don't offer all of those services directly here. We partner with a lot of organizations within our community because we realize that that's what a village does. We all come together and bring our resources together because some people do things differently and better than others. So we bring all of those pieces and parts together so that we can do the hard work that needs to be done to help the family.
Dr. Ferguson, I think you said it best it could be said, because I like the holistic, and it does take a village to raise and just to keep the whole family intact. And it makes me think of an AARP commercial where they're showing generations that's going in. So anything else in regards to the gifting and the help that you all will provide? How would people inquire to see, if they could be a fit for the help?
Well, What they can do, first of all, is go to the AARP website, and they will have an opportunity, first of all, to check out what we do along with the other 4 winners throughout the United States. And let me just say, we are the second Kentucky organization to win this prize in, I think, over 20 years. So we're excited that we were selected. But you can go to that site, and there's an opportunity for you to vote also for Molo Village, so that we can receive additional resources. But you can look there, but you can also go to Molo Village CDC.org and find out about other opportunities that we have here at the village. The village of West Jefferson, there's a healthcare, there's a bank, there's a sit-down restaurant, there is a business incubator for entrepreneurs, there is a learning center for 0 through 4 years old. There is a black realty company here, and then Louisville Metro Housing has an office here, and then we have Sponsored for Success, which is a crowdsource funding for young people who may not have the financial wherewithal in order to go to school or participate in extracurricular activities. And then we also have Louisville Independent Business Alliance, which is the largest mentorship of businesses here in Jefferson County. They mentor over 800 small businesses here in Jefferson County. So we call this a one-stop shop because you can come into this building and just about find anything that you need in order for you to prosper.
It makes me think of a village of viability. So Dr. Ferguson, thank you so much. I see why you all was the winner. And stay tuned and get in touch for anybody that you know who can benefit from the help. So stay tuned, and thanks to AARP, and we'll be back with more.
LG&E and KU, we're always working hard to make your life a little easier because we know you've got your hands full. Our new mobile app gives you the power to check your account balance, review your payment history, and effortlessly pay your bill from anywhere while making it easier than ever to report and track power outages. Download the app today to get the convenience of LG&E and KU at your fingertips.
Station for R&B.
Can we swim a lake by the ocean?
Magic 101.3.
Give me that green light. With your permission.
We're live, local, and Louisville. Magic 101.3, the home of Steve Harvey and Morning.
My name is Christopher Harris, and I've been with the Louisville Water Company since March of 2018. Well, my current job description right now that I just acquired is Operations Supervisor over in meter reading, and which entails me overseeing the day-to-day activities that go on, particularly with the meter reading department. So the average person, normally the first person that they'll talk to is going to be someone that's going to be in the field first. Usually whatever questions or concerns they may have in the field, they'll get brought back up to me should it escalate that far. And then should I need to do a visit with the customer, which I've done already, or look into other situations that they've dealt with in the field, then that's how I'll get involved. I definitely consider myself to be a problem solver. How that works normally is, and fitting in with my skill set, is that whenever someone brings me an issue with maybe just their day-to-day without even getting to the customers, because I've been out in the field before, I've got a little bit of a leg up about what they're dealing with and how to problem solve, because we have to problem solve out in the field to begin with anyway. I would categorize Louisville Water Company as being a great place to work, based on the longevity that they've had a good history. They have their share of challenges like any other company. However, at the same time, the company is still growing. There are various opportunities that are still continuing to open up. Very diverse as well, open-minded to be able to hear concerns that people may have, and also innovate fresh ideas as well. If I was going to give someone advice that was going to be following in my footsteps to do what I do here or what anybody else does here, I would encourage them to apply themselves without holding back, give 100% in what they do, put their best foot forward. And I believe honestly that anybody can have a shot at doing well. As far as us having the best water on the planet, even when I go into different cities and I tell people about my work, that's the first thing out of their mouth. It's like, oh, Louisville Water has the best water.
Is responsible for over 700,000 deaths in the U.S., and that number continues to rise.
9,000 of those deaths were in Kentucky, but we can make a difference by taking the shot.
If you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for someone you love.
We will never be able to get back to normal until we all do our part, so let's all get vaccinated.
So wear your mask, wash your hands, roll up your sleeves, and take the shot.
So please, take the shot.
Well, as you can see, we are at a new spot, a new location, and it's called Chef Kwan's Kitchen, and we are experiencing some fine dining.
Exceptionally fine. I mean, my palate is singing.
Right, and speaking of a singing palate, we're going to talk to the man that made it happen, so take a look at this. We're in the heart of Chef Shack's Kitchen, which is right off of 5th and Chestnut Street downtown. It's a great spot, a great location, so if you want to come by and enjoy some great food, I'm here with the man himself, Chef Shack. Welcome to Urban Lifestylez.
I appreciate it.
So tell us a little bit about your restaurant, how you got started, and some of the great things that people can experience when they come.
I started when I was 15 at the old spaghetti factory. My uncle, he was a kitchen manager down there, and I was kind of getting in trouble time to time, and he was like, you coming with me? And he literally taught me how to cook on the line, how to make different styles of spaghetti, sauces and stuff like that. And then from there, the love for food just kind of grown. But I've been doing it for like 25 years now.
So what made you decide, or when did you know that you were going to open your own spot?
I'm gonna give you the true story. So I was actually a general manager for a local pizza place in this area. Okay. I was telling him, the owner himself, I was like, hey, I kind of got an idea. I think I'm looking into doing my own thing, starting my own restaurant. And then, I kid you not, he said, well, I guess you got time to do it now. You can go ahead and go. And that's when I knew that I was like, okay, it's time for me to do my own thing. And I started my own restaurant.
So that's the right push that you needed.
Yeah.
So, downtown, it's always busy, of course, I'm sure, during the lunch hours. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure people come to your spot to probably check out some of your signature items. So yes. What are some of those?
The fish and shrimp is very popular. People can't believe how good it tastes. My plate presentation is really good. People love the plate presentation because it's a casual dining, but they kind of get the fine dining feel of it. They think it's like it's gourmet style, so they love that. They make it a point to let me know it's really good food, and they love the presentation.
And something else I've heard a little bit about is your Nashville hot chicken.
So the Nashville hot chicken is like one of those things, like we can probably sell 60 a day. I have plenty of people online. If you go to the website, they would claim that it's the best they ever had. Especially we had a bunch of out-of-towners and from Louisiana that told us like they have it down there. It's a big deal, but they said it's the best they ever had.
Louisville downtown, like many other cities, is overcoming a lot since Black Lives Matter. Breonna Taylor been pretty much an epicenter. So how has downtown traffic been for your business and just getting started?
Well, downtown traffic is starting to come back. We just had a conversation with the other guy that's been in another building across from me for like 20 years. Downtown was once a booming area. Now that it has condensed down, with COVID and other things going on and the Black Lives Matter movement, it's weird because like this area used to be owned by an Italian guy, and Saudi Arabian guy on the other end, but now it's owned by a black guy and another black guy at the other end. So 2 black guys on the block now. So
that's definitely a shift in times and things in relationship to the way things are happening.
Yeah.
So if people want to find out more about your restaurant, your hours of operation, tell us that.
You can go to Chef Chat's Kitchen, and we on Google and we on Yelp. We also have a link where you can look at some of our catering options and some of our dine-in options as well. So you can order directly from the website.
You know we can't let you go without sampling some of your food that you've been telling me about how great it is. Yeah. And so we're going to turn it over to you now, and we're going to sample a few things, okay?
Awesome.
Chef, it looks like I'm looking at perfection. So tell me what we've got in terms of the finished product.
All right, so this is our fish and shrimp. It's a tempura batter. Then we did a butterfly shrimp with a little bit of tartar sauce, ketchup for your fries, and we also have cocktail sauce out there at your table. It's a nice little blend. The seasoning is what makes it stands out the most. And our presentation, as you can see, it's not too shabby.
No. And then we have the Nashville style chicken.
The Nashville hot. So this little thing has been giving us problems since we opened. So everybody loves the Nashville hot because the different flavors. So you got your spicy, but a little subtle sweetness, and you got your coleslaw to mellow it out to make it more of a mild sandwich versus a spicy sandwich. And then we have the seasoned fries, and then we have the ranch because some people love the ranch in the Nashville hot, and then we're gonna put ketchup in here as well.
All right. You know, again, I haven't eaten a whole lot of the food because I know once I start eating, I can't stop. But, you know, the presentation is great. The food is good. I don't think you can go wrong.
Exactly. And I've heard from 4 customers just hear how great this food is. So don't take our word for it. And one of the customers was DJ Fats.
Okay. P-H-A-T. Okay. So he looks like a very satisfied customer sitting over there. And, you know, the outside dining area is really cool as well.
Yes.
You know, I've never been more happier than any time in my life for this show to end so we can actually sit back and enjoy our food.
Fine urban dining.
In downtown Louisville. You know what? I think that's our show.
And that's our time.
And we'll see you back here next time on Urban Lifestyles. And remember to take the shot.